Go.
Welcome to the Sporting Wood Morning Show, Week 10. Delivering you sports knowledge,
The hottest
some
bits
jokes, some hot takes,
that you need to know.
lukewarm takes.
That you need to know.
Hope you did well this past week.
Yes,
if
all
you
of
followed
you.
our, we didn't do a pod last week, so
So you probably didn't do too well that week. But the week before that, when you won bundles of money, hopefully you deposited it in a money market or a savings account and accrue that interest, baby.
baby,
What are we going to do today?
we're going to talk about making some money,
Money's tight.
constructing the perfect lineup to send us into the stratosphere.
Right on.
Ryan's going to help us out this week.
He should. Hit us with some knowledge. But first, a week in review.
Yeah. What happened this week in the NFL? The Saints hired a guy.
The Saints?
Yeah.
New Orleans?
New Orleans hired a fella.
Yeah, tentatively penned deal with BRYANT going to New Orleans Saints.
Desiree Bryant.
What do you think about that?
I don't know. Traquan Smith, I think, maintains his value, even though they've acquired this fella. Cameron Meredith hasn't really commanded any targets at all, so I got to think they're maybe getting someone to replace him as a wide receiver 3.
I can see
But I
that.
think that he has wide receiver 2 upside, but because nobody's supplanting Michael Thomas.
Yeah, no, for sure. And
the
so,
top
yeah,
of that.
people I think are worried about what this might do to Dez, or what Dez might do to Michael Thomas, and I'm not too worried about it.
Are you talking about locker room hijinks or
Yeah.
or stat infringement?
Yeah, we don't know. I mean, you know.
Michael Thomas is weird without his helmet. He looks weird. His
Yeah,
face.
he does. His picture in the app, like I was
Yeah,
looking
I
at
don't
today, I
like
was
it. I
like,
don't know.
that doesn't look like how he is in real life.
I wouldn't picture a fleet-footed wide receiving.
He looks weird.
Point
He's like
machine.
he's he's proof that aliens might be here already.
It's probably.
But he's a great,
he could
great
be
receiver.
he
What do you
could
think of
be
his celebration in
star
the
person.
end zone last week when he pulled that cell
When he
phone
pulled
out?
the flip phone out,
Yeah.
I thought it was fantastic. I rewound
too.
it. I rewound it and
People
made
are
my
getting
wife
pissed,
watch.
and I'm like, that's great.
yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
We need some more WWE in the NFL.
Yeah, people are offended. I'm like, it's way worse for Isaiah Crowell to wipe the football on his ass twice and then launch it into the crowd.
Yeah.
So it probably hit some kid.
He got a little deal for that though. He got a sponsorship deal.
Yeah, he did for
that.
toilet paper or some
Yeah.
shit like that, or butt wipes.
You think Michael Thomas is gonna get hooked up with Cricket Mobile or some shit?
Yeah, Boost.
Boost, yeah.
Yeah,
Boost.
totally. Singular Wireless is knocking
be
on his
good.
door. So, okay, Dez to New Orleans.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, they're supposed to finalize it tomorrow, I guess. So
Yeah.
maybe pick him up in your leagues if you got room for a flyer.
Big whoop.
Pick. I don't think he's gonna do much. Maybe a red zone look, but nothing crazy. I think they're just missing that big body guy in the front. Like Ben Watson's pretty good, but Drew Brees is used to throw into Jimmy Graham type
Those
bodies like
fellas.
that, and Kobe Fleener.
You know what's
They miss him a lot.
nobody's really hurting for wide receivers though. You can have a 50-team league and there's
it's been
two guys you can pick up right now and fill your team out
No,
with.
for sure. Even in our league, like a 12-team league, there's still plenty of depth at wide receiver. Running back,
Yeah.
not the same case.
Running
but,
backs.
But that goes our other bit of news a little bit. Geronimo Allison sent to the IR, so that opens up the door for a couple people, I think, in Green Bay, mainly Valdez Scantling,
Yeah.
another hyphenate. What do
Yeah.
you think about that?
Extra points for the hyphen, but yeah, I like him. I like Devontae Adams a lot. I think he's going to maintain his wide receiver 1 status over there. But yeah,
I'm with that. I think Cobb's useless, so I think
Cobb's underperforming this year a lot.
Adams
He's probably
and
not
Valdez
healthy.
Scantling
He's not
are-
right. So
Yeah,
Valdez
no.
Scantling looks
Yeah.
like he surged ahead. And that
when you have something perforate your kidney, didn't that happen to him, or his lung or something? Like, it's hard to come back from that, especially when you have weird fucking eyes.
last Thursday night we saw MOSTERT on the San Francisco 49ers have his arm explode.
Cringeworthy. I couldn't watch it the first time, and then I could watch it after
Did you
that.
see that, Ryan?
You see that, Ryan?
I
The
did.
Mostert break.
I did.
What do you think about that?
It got really hard.
It was
disgusting.
fucked up, right?
Yeah.
It was the worst thing I've ever seen.
Flippy flappy.
It was the worst break I think I've ever seen on TV.
Yeah.
In
Somebody
4K
said it
glory.
looks like a compound fracture. And I don't know what a compound fracture is, but is that when your fucking arm splits in half? 'Cause that's what happened.
A compound fracture is when the bone protrudes through the skin.
Oh.
Yeah, when it
He
breaks
was
the
lucky enough-
epidermis and you can see the bone.
He was lucky enough not to have any of his skin broken.
That's a compound fracture.
Nice.
But Mostert,
Shattered.
probably not going to come back this season, so he's safe to drop.
Unless you're very cautious, in which case I understand that too.
Yeah, unless you believe in Harry Potter and shit, and they can fix his bone with a wand. In case, get the fuck out of here and go get yourself checked in somewhere.
Well, we've discussed black and white magic on this podcast many times.
This is actually a black and white magic podcast with some fantasy details thrown in. Anyways, so on that note, Cleveland Browns cleaned house last week, and they sent their head coach packing. What do you think about that?
It's about time. Him and Mike McCarthy can.
It's his best season,
get
though.
A buddy sitcom
they stood
together now.
They stood through him through 1-31, and they're like, "This is it. You're out of here."
You just one more loss.
Yeah, they got a tie this year.
Yeah, no, Hugh Jackson, that's fine. He's probably working at Wendy's. He doesn't need to work. He's a rich man.
I think he'll be a good backup somewhere.
Imagine doing something.
It's hard to take the reins.
Nobody lasts at a job doing it that poorly for that long, making that much money. So in that sense,
but I think they brought some good pieces in, and they got a good foundation to something fly in your drink.
I dropped my pen cap in my wine. My coffee.
Didn't that fly off onto your shoulder 2 weeks ago?
As long as there's no ink in it.
That's hilarious.
That's one magic pen cap.
And then Le'Veon Bell left Miami, got on a plane, and is apparently in Pittsburgh. And do you think he'll show up before?
I saw him playing I saw him playing 5-on-5 basketball at LA Fitness with some fucking tech guys and a janitor.
How does he look? Anything promising?
He looks like he's in decent shape.
Speaking of basketball, you seen that dude Zion
Williamson?
Yeah. He's a big monster.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I've been watching, and a lot of people have been watching YouTube videos of him dunking since he was like 14 years old. So
could you dunk at 14?
No.
Dungaroos at 14.
I was going to say cookies
all day long.
Mainly. And
bring back Dungaroos too.
And pen caps.
If you're listening out there, whatever brand brought that on, holy crap, we miss those.
Can you imagine the man responsible for Dungaroos listens to this?
It's giving kids cookies to dip in frosting.
Yeah.
And saying this is a healthy snack.
He'll never come back.
That's fantastic. Anyways, should we get to football?
Let's get to some fucking picks.
Quarterback?
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, he's good at football.
Done.
Yeah.
A done deal.
There you go. We're moving on. No, I'm kidding.
No, there's a few.
How many thousands of dollars is he this week?
It doesn't matter, dude. He's fucking.
He's Aaron fucking Rodgers.
It's like 6,400, I think.
Yeah. You don't think Aaron Jones, the other Aaron, is going to be stealing looks and taking touchdowns from him?
We haven't got to running backs yet, but yeah, he's in there.
Okay. Well, no, I like Rodgers for sure. How much is he this week?
6,400.
That's not that bad.
Yeah. He's looking,
do you like? What about Goff? I like Goff this week at home against Seattle.
I like Goff
6,100.
I like Goff every week, but I just think for the $300, I like the matchup with Miami a little more. But yeah, I'm not going to scoff at Goff. I think he's in a good spot. Yeah. Get that? I really wanted to say scoff at Goff.
No Goff scoff.
And now I've done it. I'm going to do it again.
What do you think?
Philly Rivers 6,000.
Philly Rivers. I looked at him today too. I was almost putting him on this sheet, but I have a deep disdain for that man.
Why?
Just because he's screwed me in fantasy football before, so it's totally biased and on me. So if you guys like
Don't
him,
blame
put him in there. Yeah, no. It's completely on me. It's a personal thing. But I fucking hate him, and I'll never play him anywhere. And I'll never draft him in any league ever.
He was just an instrument of your own karma. You can't.
You drafted him for me, dick. Anyways.
What situation was that?
You drafted for me in one of our leagues because I was like flying somewhere or something, and you drafted Phillip Rivers. And the 1 week I played him because I had Matt Ryan too, he got me negative points.
Okay.
So yeah, he's dead to me. What do you think about Andy Dalton at home against Nolans? Only 5,800.
He's that orange guy that
he's missing AJ Green. Another bit of news: AJ Green gonna miss a couple weeks probably because his big toe blew up.
Just look at Tyler Boyd.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy.
Who's that guy? He's expensive this
week.
Boy, oh
Boyd.
You can pay up for that, especially against New Orleans.
Finally, DraftKings did something correct and made him expensive because we don't want people just throwing him in there willy-nilly. You got to make choices.
For no money at all.
You got to make decisions this
almost
week.
pricing him like AJ Green.
I like him.
So I don't mind Dalton this week. I know people are gun shy on him, but
Target
I don't care.
that game in general, though. You got the Saints on the road aren't quite the same team, but they're still a good team. And
That's
you
the
got
hot game. That's definitely one of the ones I have most on my board here.
It's under a touchdown spread, so you're looking at quality possessions at the end of the game.
Hot.
I like Mixon. I like all the components of this game.
Word.
Traquan Smith is 4,600. He's affordable with a potential shootout looming.
Barge.
I'm looking at this game heavily this week.
You know who my sneaky start is? Who my
At what position? Quarterback?
quarterback.
Oh,
Cheap as fuck. Josh McCown.
Yeah, Josh McCown.
$4,300.
Yeah.
Darnold's gonna sit. He has a boot on his leg. Apparently he twisted it.
He's
Playing fucking potato race or something.
blonde-haired.
So
Letterman.
if you want to shave some dollars off and look for a cheap quarterback, I'd say roll McCown out there or Taysom Hill because he's a piece of shit and he steals some red zone looks from Drew Brees.
He'll get some handoffs.
But hopefully he'll injure. I'm gonna cross him out. Hopefully he'll injure himself and not be there anymore because he pisses me off when he's there at the red zone and he looks like Drew Brees, so it's even more confusing. So
That's rough.
yeah, fuck you guys.
I like Marcus Mariota for 4,700.
Yeah,
In
I
a
like
game,
that.
it's going to correlate a little bit with the wide receiver that I like this week, Corey Davis. It's just about time for him to regress positively. He has...
Yeah, it's rough sledding for
he's
Corey
in the-
Davis, man. Started off real nice this season and then just disappeared.
He has one touchdown all year.
That's crazy.
He's being targeted in the
He's
red
made
zone.
when he has as many touchdowns as Julio Jones, so he's basically Julio Jones.
He's being targeted in the red zone in the top 6, and he's got one touchdown, which is just kind of a freak, instance. But he's going to regress to the positive. So
They're playing New England at home. I mean,
they're going to have to pass the ball.
New England, yeah, they have to. New England's going to put up points on them. We know this.
Yeah. Deion Lewis also is kind of tempting in that game at 4,600.
He's on
coming
my
in.
board.
He's one of the highest point per dollar
pivoting?
running backs.
Are we moving to running back?
No, we're just
Are you cool on?
we're just workshopping.
I'm with you. Are you cool on quarterback though?
If you're
Is there
watching
anybody
this,
else?
have a pen and paper ready and just ready to write stuff down as you say. You know what I mean? Because
it's gonna be like constellations. You're gonna start over here and you draw a big fucking line to the bottom left, and that's where Deion Lewis is.
And what you remember, and the order you remember it is going to depend on how your lineups.
It's very important. Yeah. Deion Lewis is on my board.
Another, just speaking in generalities here.
Hit me with it.
Cash game builds. You really probably want to go expensive at running back and then just try to target as many cheap targets as you can get for wide receivers.
Yeah. Cash games are for the people that are unacquainted.
50-50s, double ups,
non-guaranteed prize
You want
pools.
high floor,
Yeah, you want a good baseline.
you never want a low ceiling, but I mean, you're targeting high floors.
Well, no, that's why you said that's why you said running backs. You
whereas
want,
a tournament-
you want to have that good baseline where you put your stud backs in
Those
there
touches
going to
are
get
safe.
you.
Those touches are safe, and a lot of these backs.
And then take a long shot maybe in your flex or one of your wide receiver
the
2
top,
or 3.
The top tier backs are on good teams, and they're blowout proof anyway, probably.
See.
Yeah, you're looking. I mean, I'm not talking Zeke. I'm not talking David Johnson. I'm talking about Gurley. I'm talking about Hunt.
Hunt's top of
I'm
my
talking
list.
about Mixon.
Speaking of Hunt, top of my list, 8,500 at home against Arizona. Is there anything prettier than this? I just hope it's not a trap game.
Hunt scored, 3 touchdowns last week?
He scored, he's a beast, man. He scores on the ground. He scores in the air. He scores with the ladies.
He's going to be popular, but I wouldn't take the chance of fading him.
Yeah.
But you're asking me how you're fucking starting Gurley. You're starting Mixon.
Obviously. Super expensive guys, but like we said before, until they stop scoring 35 points a week, you have to plug them in there.
You're saying, where can I get this value from if it's not Aaron Jones or Deion Lewis or Nick Chubb at 5,500? Where can I get this value from? Well, I'll tell you where.
Were you looking at my board?
No.
That's crazy.
Those are the highest point per dollar.
They're all on there.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. Now my next on my list is Chubb, 5,500. After that, it gets cheap and beautiful. Chubb, Cleveland, at home against Atlanta, 5,500. What do you think?
Yeah, why not? I mean, Atlanta gives up they give up rushing yards to everybody. I don't expect. I think this has a sneaky shootout potential. I don't see the Atlanta defense holding. That also correlates to the Cleveland. My affection for them this week too. You got Jarvis at 6,200 in the slot, doing damage against the city of Atlanta. I like him a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I like Chubb. I like Duke Johnson a lot.
Dude, yeah. had a monster
explode
game.
out the corners.
Monster game last week. Finally utilizing him like they should.
Yeah, I'm into it. Mark Ingram at 4,500. He didn't have a good game last week, so his ownership's going to be next to nothing. When you play him, you're just playing him to say, all right,
I think,
troll me.
He's not on PEDs this year, so, I mean, he's washed up, man. It's just not going to happen. He'll have a couple good games here or there, but I just don't see it. It's not going to be like last year. Kamara's the guy. Like, even on the red zone, they're giving him the red zone looks, so I don't. And he fumbled last week, so.
Kamara, 8,700. What do you think of him?
It's like we said, you can't not put him in until he doesn't score. There's a lot of negatives.
Right.
Put him in.
So if you're playing cash games and you're playing these guys, you're saying, who can I afford then at wide receiver to make
Who
this
then
work?
can I afford? Hold on real quick on running back. What do you think about Coleman this week? Tevin Cool.
Is he?
He's 5,400 at home.
At Cleveland. We haven't played him in a long time. I'm probably not going to go there.
Okay, I'm with that.
He's a tournament.
Dog.
He's a tournament
I'm with
target.
That.
But
I'm hoping Ito Smith just eats toes away at all of his freaking looks and gets 2 touchdowns. I have him in my league.
Yeah, I'd rather just. I mean, in tournaments, sure, fire him up in tournaments. But for cash games, I'm targeting guys who I know their backups are
tight,
insignificant.
Okay, so then now we pivot to wide receiver.
Got to get some cheapies in there, and I got a few cheapies in my pocket.
Who's the cheapest motherfucker you know?
Maurice Harris at 3,900.
Yes, he looked good last week.
Yeah, he's the number one receiver over there.
He's that dude. Because Crowder might miss again. Yeah.
Crowder's doubtful. Jordan Reed hasn't caught anything in weeks.
Vernon Davis has been looking better than Jordan Reed. Yeah. So if you're gonna play, Washington Redskins tight end, who are you gonna play? The answer's Vernon Davis. Who else is cheap?
I'm not fucking playing Vernon Davis.
Yeah, you are. If you want to sneak, if you want a cheap ass dude that's gonna win you that $1 million, don't interrupt me while I'm talking, okay?
$1 million.
Don't interrupt me.
Go on, proceed.
I'm finished.
All right,
yeah. So we talked about Boyd, 7,500.
Yeah, he's the. If I'm spending up, I'm spending up on Boyd. Otherwise, I'm looking at other places to spend up.
Yeah, you can shave dollars everywhere. Like I was surprised. Like there are some cheap motherfuckers this week.
You can pair Devontae Adams with Aaron Rodgers if you'd like. You can pair Jarvis Landry with Baker Mayfield.
Jarvis, what is he? 6,200.
6,200. He's the cheapest he's been in weeks. You got. I think he's a strong start. I don't know how many lineups I'm going to be able to. I think in tournaments I'll be able to squeeze in Boyd and.
Yeah, you'd love to squeeze some Boyd, wouldn't you?
And Jarvis Landry.
Cup. I like Cup. 6,400.
Yeah, you can't go wrong.
He's the cheapest of the big three in Los Angeles.
They're so evenly priced. They're just kind of like, all right.
Why wouldn't you take the cheaper guy? You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but
Cooper Kupp, off an injury, still beasted last week. You don't see that often.
This is DraftKings admission that there's very little difference between the three, and you just kind of have to get it right. You know,
that's fine, but I'm just saying. If
you're
see this very little different, why not go for the cheapest guy?
I'm just saying the price savings is not so significant that you can't take your favorite.
Okay,
regardless of price.
I'm with that.
But I get what you're saying.
No, okay, no, I'm with you, man. No,
I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, it's fine. I forgive you,
Doug Baldwin, because we saw Michael Thomas just do some perverted shit to the
Dougie.
What's his face on the Rams, Peters. So do that.
Yeah,
more often, Doug. But he won't. I know he won't. He likes to fucking troll me. He's on my fantasy team, and I haven't got him right all year. What do you think about Keenan Allen? Keenan Allen. I mean, he's in a smash spot against Oakland. Like Oakland's playing like a league of their own. You know.
Yeah, it's a junior Bush League shit.
Junior varsity beer league. It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Gruden hasn't got his hair cut yet. He's still haunted by the ghost of the skeleton man.
Yeah, and I think Rivers, got it going with Allen last week, and so hopefully he goes back to him again against a really crappy Oakland defense.
2 rings, huh?
Ooh.
Let's see if that get picked up.
Better pick that up. Grandma's in the back. She's trying to get to it. Can she do it? I think we're good.
She's like, I'm gonna let it ring 5 fucking times.
It'd be so good if we heard like the answering machine on here.
Oh.
Yeah, your cream is ready. Come get it.
What are you doing, old bag?
Yeah, this is the clinic. We have your test results for you and your wife.
No.
Yeah.
That's
Please call us immediately.
Dr. Valdez Scantling.
Yeah. Okay. So, you know what? A long shot that I like this week is Marvin Jones Jr.
Yeah.
Going against Chicago in Chicago. Tough matchup. Stafford looks terrible. They're missing Golden Tate. We know this.
Yeah.
And so it's just a shot in the dark, but I say throw him out there. Well, can I have some coffee too?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Yeah, let me get some of that.
Very
Sporting
nice.
Wood morning slow.
Is that fresh brew? Very nice. Is this cold brew?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Oh, that's all good.
Mm. That's lovely.
I poured myself the most.
You know who else I
Out of
like
what's left.
as a long shot and a cheap guy?
Who?
Revenge, D.D. Westbrook.
DD.
At
Interesting.
Indiana. Yeah,
Interesting.
Blake Bortles playing for his job.
You know what? Yeah, I can see us turning that shit on Sunday and being like, Blake fucking Bortles is doing this today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see being pissed at that.
Yeah,
So.
I almost
good
picked him up
point.
to stream him in my work league.
That's a good
and
point.
he's usually a later season guy, a later in the game guy. Blake Bortles, someone who's finished in the top 12 multiple times.
Yeah, you think he's gonna?
You never know.
Or
He's done. Who knows? But anyways, Westbrook for a sneaky cheap start, 4,700. If you feel like taking a little gamble, throw him out there.
All right. Thanks. You gotta like Melvin Gordon too. I wanted to also throw him back into the mix with the running backs.
Where?
We're going back.
Going back to this constellation. We're on Orion's belt now with Melvin Gordon.
Yeah. Just don't
Yeah.
forget about him.
I'm just drawing a big veiny penis on my paper.
Maybe Eckler. It's true. He is.
Look at that veiny, triumphant bastard. All signs point to play Melvin Gordon.
I thought that was a vein.
That is a vein.
Oh, lovely.
A massive vein.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's do the rest like this. This is a special kids edition, actually, because the holidays are coming up. So tell your family about this, too, kids. Let's pivot over to tight ends, huh? Speaking of
There's one tight end I want to play.
O.J. Howard.
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
Who? Zach Ertz?
Austin Hooper.
Austin Hooper?
$3,800.
Austin Hooper had a shitty week last week and finally came down to earth?
Perfect. I want Austin Hooper
That's
against
fine,
Cleveland
yeah.
because Cleveland can't
That's probably a good
guard
play, too.
defenses.
Yeah.
Jack Doyle is probably the highest points per dollar for your cash games, but if you're playing a GPP,
Cleveland can't guard defenses?
Cleveland can't guard tight ends.
Tight ends. I'm
They're
with
really
that.
bad at it.
No, for sure.
Remember how much
I'm
I
with
loved
that.
Vance McDonald
People
the other day?
people probably fade Hooper too a lot, so you sneaky play there, get some value. I like O.J. Howard a lot. I mean, Fitzpatrick is back. He was one of his favorite guys when he was there
Ooh.
before, and O.J. Howard is just a beast regardless.
Come to think of it, you know what's interesting is Cheech plays you this week, and he owns Evan Ingram, and he owns Austin Hooper.
Yeah.
Do you think he's going to play Austin Hooper?
Who
Do you
did
think he's going to watch this podcast is the better
Who
question.
did he have in the right here?
I need him to lose.
You need to fill this time, bro, while I look real quick.
I guarantee you he's playing Evan Ingram against San Francisco.
Yeah, then what
Because
if-
if we seem like a free square. We seem like a free square, but I don't know if he realizes.
He's got Evan Ingram in there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
For sure. I mean, and he's
I
going,
know it's not.
he's going Monday night too, which I get that. You kind of like to have some skin in the game on Monday night.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
But
that's
yeah.
always fun.
Did he dump? He dumped Hooper.
Did he?
Yeah, he
No
did.
kidding, huh?
Anyways, okay. So yeah,
I'm gonna do a live
Hooper's that dude.
on-stream
I-
waiver wire
Hot
ad here.
takes. Distract. O.J. Howard, I like a lot. He's
Wanna
a
flex
little bit more
that.
expensive, 5,300, but
His
I mean,
price is coming up. He's good though, man. He's good.
he deserves it, dude. He's a
good at
beast. He's
football.
putting up good numbers. Brait has almost disappeared.
Yep.
So I mean, I like Howard a lot, and the other guy I like is Watson at Cincinnati, 3,400, super cheap. You can open up the door for other spots in your
Yeah.
lineup a lot, and
3,400
he's
is good.
usually dangerous in the red zone. But Breeze doesn't mind throwing it to him in between the 20s either.
Mm-hmm. The two other tight ends I would look at, Jimmy Graham, if you want to pair him with Aaron
Jimmy, he was
Rodgers.
questionable though. Keep an eye on that. Jimmy likes to be injured and shit sometimes.
Yeah, check his Q tag. He's got a spinal thing. Nick Vanette on Seattle too. He's got a kind of a
He did nice last week. What do you
medium
don't
floor. He's
think?
2,700.
Yeah,
he's
he's
worth
super
cash game
cheap.
consideration if
What
you
about
need
Ed
a
Dixon?
savings.
He's not going to steal from Mr. Vanette.
He could, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's Ed Dixon. Who knows what you're getting from him?
Anything
Depends.
could happen.
Depends if he got a smack the night before. Other than that, let's see any other plays you really like to stand out to you?
My tight end list was very short. A tight end is one of those ugly positions.
No, there's
like,
2 or 3 side ends that you got to consider, and that's it.
It's a shot in the dark.
Don't.
I have Trey Burton in both my leagues. I like him a lot, but I mean, you can never. I mean, he's been getting touchdowns, thank God, but his target share is just terrible.
One piece of advice I can offer for tight ends is that you want to get a guy that doesn't have like a sneaky backup tight end that's always getting looks.
Yeah.
You know what I
No,
mean?
for
'Cause,
sure.
like,
Yeah, you want the guy.
Why? Yeah, like I like Doyle and I like Ebron, but like they're kind of,
Interchangeable
They're
a little
cannibalizing
bit.
their own points. So
Yeah, no,
it's
for
kinda
sure. But
fucked up.
Doyle though usually gets the lion's share of the snaps. And routes run.
No, Doyle is the de facto number 1 tight
Yeah.
end on that team.
Yeah, no,
but
for sure.
You
But
have
it's
a
just-
serviceable Ebron
it's-
there. It makes
yeah.
it less appealing overall.
Unless you get guys that are kind of the goal line dudes and good matchups, like past that, it's a toss up. They're all touchdown dependent.
Well, that's why I like Hooper this week. That he doesn't really have a lot of tight end competition in that team.
I actually don't think it's gonna work out, but
It might not.
I'm
But,
pulling for you.
but fucking play Hooper, you guys.
Play Hooper.
Cleveland.
Who you think, Hooper or Howard? Who would you go with?
Hooper.
Hooper.
For you saving money too.
Want to do a lunch bet?
Well, it's not.
Bet me.
It's not 1 to
Nah,
1.
I know. Yeah, that's right. How much does Hooper cost?
3,800,
That's not a lot.
and we're looking at 5,300 for OJ Howard. So I mean, it's not apples to oranges here. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm take pictures.
Okay, now moving on to defenses and special teams.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like anybody this week other than Chicago, but they're expensive. So just leave that spot empty.
I like the Rams for 2,400. I think
Like
it's hard
the
to
Rams
it's hard
against
not to like
Seattle.
them. Yeah.
But you like Doug Baldwin.
No, I like Doug Baldwin to break my heart this
No,
week
I
again
know.
because I'm gonna
I'm
probably
kidding.
have Doug Baldwin.
You
shares.
can still have strong plays from players, and the defenses do well too. Don't be afraid. Like I really like this defense, so I gotta shut everybody down on the offense.
Yeah, if they score 14 points and both of them are Doug Baldwin and they get sacked 53 times, I'm cool with that too. I'm cool with that too.
I like Casey's D at home against Arizona.
Yeah.
I mean, Casey's D hasn't been the best all year, but it's a great matchup, and Arizona looks inept right now. So
Yeah.
I think they'll be all right. And then I like New England too at Tennessee. Mariota lit it up a little bit last week, but I mean, that's against Dallas.
He didn't even have his fingers. Well, some of his fingers are dead.
Yeah.
So if they're back to life,
Yeah,
that could change.
and they're
things.
2,700, so that's super cheap too.
Yeah, they you can fit them in there. I like it.
Yeah,
Also, I would look at the Packers defense, 3,100 against Miami. This
go
is
Pack.
probably a good. I see that game script going well for them.
Who are they playing?
Devontae Parker might get a sneaky one. Green Bay's playing Miami.
Oh yeah, Miami. Oh, you mean a fucking trap game like when Chicago played them? I ain't about it.
It could be a
Yeah.
trap game.
Miami is fuck. They're the Phillip Rivers of fantasy.
Any over-unders that look suspicious to you? I feel bad for that Buffalo, New York Jets game.
37 and a half.
Must-see TV there, 37 over-under.
You think we'll see that game on the Red Zone channel a lot?
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I doubt it, unless there's turnovers in the red zone. 54 over-under for the New Orleans-Cincinnati game. I think that is the crown jewel of the week. And
That's Vegas lying to us. Trap game. It's going to be 9-6.
Hope not. That would not be good for my fantasy teams
Yeah.
this week.
That's
Rams
cool.
and Seattle with the 50 over-under, too. That's actually interesting.
That's cool. Let me ask you this. What's the
10-point
Wi-Fi
favorites.
What's the Wi-Fi password here?
It's several digits.
Okay. We'll blast that out on the
Numbers and letters.
on YouTube.
If
Let
you're
you
in
guys
the
know.
neighborhood.
If you're around here, you can get hop on the Wi-Fi and stuff. So, quick recap though of 12 Dudes 1 Cup. How'd you do last week?
Sweet victory.
Strong to quite strong.
Sweet victory.
Yeah, who'd you beat?
Doug, who is now
Doug,
0-8. No,
Nine.
0-9.
Poor
0-9, yeah.
Yeah, it's a rough spot. Le'Veon first overall. LaShawn McCoy, shitty receivers, a general lack of knowledge about fantasy football, and
It's a
and
recipe
trades.
for disaster.
So it could happen. I'm just kidding.
Well, there was
Second
some
year,
trade drama.
second year playing fantasy. Don't give up, Doug. You can do this.
Listen to
I
the
was terrible my
pod
first
more.
year, and now look at me. I'm a Titan at 3-6. What were we gonna say?
Yeah, listen to the pod more.
Yeah,
for some
listen to the pod.
tips.
I squeaked out a victory. Thank God I was lucky enough to play against Greg, who had Saquon Barkley, Andrew Luck, T.Y. Hilton, Zach Ertz on a bye. So just fortunate enough to do that. So hopefully keep it going. Who you playing this week?
Hector. I'm playing Hector this week. I think I should pull it
Hector's
out.
team went off last week, dude.
I should pull it out this week.
He took down the champ. He took down first place.
Did he?
Yeah.
That's excellent.
He beat Scotty.
Someone needed to.
His whole squad went off. He had Julio.
So we got 2 7-2 teams, 3 6-3 teams, and 1
It's going to be a tight race. After this week, when there's 2 weeks left, you'll really know. But next week, I think we'll see the picture of what really needs to happen.
Yeah.
But I'm playing Cheech this week, so really need a dub. He has a good record. Was he 6-3?
5-4.
5-4.
He's right above me.
Yeah. So got to get that dub out. If not, no worries. Cheech has a strong team. It's okay. But other than that,
you better fucking beat him.
Feel good about yourselves. Cheers, everybody. Ryan, love you, man. Thanks for doing this again.
Cheers.
ECF. Good luck to you all. Be good to your family and kids. Anything else you want to say?
Get your pet spayed and neutered. Wait.
Yeah.
That didn't
Good
feel-
luck, guys. We love you.
Feel original. Good luck.